All right, Sarini. Hello. What kind of zoom in is that? First thing I see.
Hello.
Do you remember me?
Your surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded.
She's both.
Maybe I'm both? Just kidding. If I had to choose, then I'm probably closer to the latter.
Interesting.
It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together. But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can't remember what happened in those 30 million cycles, but I remember what you did for this world. Like, didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty girl back at the Grove?
All right.
Hey, everything about you is good, friend. That's why I'll remember all of it. There's so much I want to say, but unfortunately...
What is this the time for? What are we doing here exactly?
This isn't the time to reminisce. With the memories of the previous flame chase still intact, we've returned to this place at the beginning of time, so we can carry out our promise to Finan.
Okay.
The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything.
We have to do this in his place now he's cooked, I guess. So I guess we're going forward without Finan here. Well, no, because there'll be a version of Finan born here.
Celestii is so quiet. In Cyrene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone. Yes, Finan too embarked on his journey because of this view.
Jesus.
He then walked alone for more than 30 million seconds.
Yeah, I hope it won't take us that long.
Thankfully, you arrived during his long wait, friend. Is that also why Cyrene did what she did? It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer.
That's an interesting one. I guess Tribby speaks like that, though, so it is what it is. Well, no, she says we. Skins got revealed properly. Interesting. Is there a video for them? I'm not going to watch it now, but, like... yeah, maybe I'll have to do that in the next week or so. And there's so much going on in the next week. Bought cards. They didn't have any singles I really wanted, so I'm gambling. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. I guess we'll see. What are you hoping to get?
But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. The only things I remember are the days I spent with you. Amphoreus will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right? That's right. He's the mastermind who's trying to control everything. How unforgivable. But I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation is under his control. Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. We have no idea who or what he really is. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying, friend. Nothing's gonna happen even if you write down his name, you know. Besides, this book is a cute fairy tale. Please don't write stuff about the antagonist in it.
Hey, fairy tale's gonna have antagonists too.
I'm talking about the chronocognitive anchor. Didn't that Intellitron friend say, When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and
Good
external
memory,
world.
Mem. That's why you call Mem.
ID Silicii
Death
is a
Note
little
answer.
village enclosed by time.
Dun,
We
dun, dun,
might
dun.
be able to contact the outside world from here. Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one piece. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot.
73 pity for Evernight and still nothing. I wish you luck. Hopefully. Do one single and I'm sure you get it. Like right now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Give me this slate. Oh, okay, never mind.
Super quiet here. Sounds can't get in or out. Back in Cyrene's memories, this room was her secret base. No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer here, or trying to speak with the gods in secret. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other worlds. Real people. I'm prepared to witness that miracle, friend.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem.
She is, Mem.
I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how Dawn Hung and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive anchor can still function normally, because I really need answers.
Hello, homies.
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window,
Wrong to my phone at
16
times.
minutes, 22 seconds. Prerequisite, no external interferences.
Oh,
We are very glad to learn that you're safe.
Pity. Now's not the time to celebrate. Having two geniuses standing here means you are in big trouble.
what up, I? What up, Scott? What up, Jordinio? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Oh, that was an awfully timed ad break. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But welcome in. How are you? What's happening? How was the rest of Hades? Did you break out jail? Like Akon? Are you still locked up? What's going on? Did you have fun, by the way? Did you get the new Trailblazer skin? What does it look like on set? No, I don't think I did. Is this the one with the loading symbol? I didn't. It sucks to suck? You talking about the ads? Although you're in jail. It was fun? Okay, good. Guys, go and check out I if you haven't already. Or... I don't know what this is. It's Glass's case. And it probably can hurt you. I saw a video earlier of these kids absolutely clarting their parents with random objects. Your jaw hurts? What happened to your jaw? Also, someone's trying to bet me on TikTok that they're not going to release Pokemon Home for Fire Red and Leaf Green for some reason. They're like, I'll bet you a $5 that it won't happen on launch. And I'm like, I never said it happened on launch. Or like, why do you not think it's going to happen? What? Wait, they really don't think there's going to be Pokemon Home compatibility in 3 years? As they could have this happen easily within 3 years. 3 years. No home compatibility. Not protection. Wait, they really want to bet that? I might make a free £5. Low key. Yo, low key. That has happened. Wait. So that happened today? I don't know why I thought it was gonna happen tomorrow. Don't hate me, but I'm probably gonna lay down and watch some K-drama because I'm so sleepy. Can't promise the first part. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy your K-drama. I'll give you K-drama right now. I'll give you drama. My name starts with K. But rest well, Anya. Hope you have a fun rest and enjoy your K-drama. Genshin's finally done downloading. For some reason, it feels like it's slower than usual. Like I started downloading it yesterday, and I was like watching something, looked over, and it was like 10%, and it felt like it was just taking forever.
Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Okay. Droidhead is crazy.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphoreus, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self-extrapolation.
Okay.
Hiding in this segmentum, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition. For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted.
That's because he got fed fine on.
Prediction. If effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
14 hours.
The possibilities are endless.
That's fun.
Breaking down interstellar communications, destroying the synesthesia beacons, returning cosmic civilizations to the Dark Ages, or even starting the third anti-organic war. Any of it would be able to bring the cosmos to its knees. Simply put, it will tilt all sciences and technologies towards the destruction. And since Nanook glanced at this place, it means they are being dead serious. Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the observer named Lygus. Speculation. He's the Scepter System's administrator.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing he fears. So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphoreus compared to the outside. Destruction is just about to arrive, but you can still play Deliverer one last time. The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphoreus will ever be able to run. An Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is
Really,
triggered.
it's the last
once more.
time. Lygus? Yeah, we don't like Lygus. Guys, what do you rate Lygus out of 10? Out of 10 as a villain, what do you rate Lygus? Out of 10 as somebody you like. No. How much do you like Lygus out of 10? I changed my mind. That's the question. That's the real question. Cave out of 10? What does that mean? What does that actually mean? I'm scared. Cave metaphor out of 10? I'm going back to the game.
Now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction. Fine and Signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis.
Yo, Finon willed himself to be real. Ain't that crazy? I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what do you mean he left the simulation, bro?
That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kepfali's core flame. But don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of Era Nova.
I miss Alice.
There's one more preparation we must make. Lycus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment. Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol restricting even its administrator. In Amphoreus, this ultimate protocol goes by another name. The Law Titan. Talantum.
Law Titan.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphoreus, and it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you?
Why do you have another little piece? She said, this ain't much. Who the hell is this one?
Huh? Her path chart is...
Is there something wrong with me?
Never mind.
No. Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be locking onto this time period to find Law. You can either meet the Titan, convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you bend it to your favor. We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lycus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got Law in your hands, we'll discuss our next steps.
Has anyone seen Sword Art Online Alicization? First of all, go in. Alicization, incredible series. I love it. Like human being in AI and AI being like people. The question on whether or not like they're real is interesting, especially in the context of Finon right now. Like that whole thing is so fascinating to me. It's like iRobot. It's just like iRobot all over again.
Make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy hands.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as possible.
Where's March?
Miss March's situation is rather complicated. Madam Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's still in Amphoreus.
You watched 2 seasons back in the day? Yeah, those are okay. I think people misinterpret what Sword Art Online is supposed to be a lot as well. And like, I find it funny because I think it's one of those things, as is what's happening with Pokemon lately as well. I do think there are other reasons and criticisms towards like both Pokemon, obviously, and Sword Art Online as to why people like grow to dislike maybe. But like, we're not going to pretend like they weren't absurdly popular for a reason. It's the same thing that people do with Demon Slayer, where it's like, yeah, well, this is just that. Like, Dot Hack did it better. You know about the Dot Hack SAO crossovers, by the way? But yeah, I don't really remember much of Dot Hack because I was a child when I experienced it. Didn't really resonate with me too much at the time. But yeah, I find it quite interesting. Fix the antenna?
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphoreus explodes, she'll probably float out perfectly protected in a nice thick layer of ice. Worry more about yourself instead.
Mr. Don Hung did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle.
So he's chilling on the express, or?
The flow of time inside and outside Amphoreus is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it. Conclusion, he is on his way back.
So he still hasn't even. That's absurd.
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about your well-being than their own.
You telling everyone to go watch Orb? Yeah, that's been on my list since it was last year. I think it dropped on Netflix, right?
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles, and will certainly be able to snuff out the flames of evil.
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next time we meet, little one. No, not little one. Deliverer.
You put respect on my name.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable personalities.
She talks about memorable
Feels
and
weird.
memories a lot. It's kind of funny.
This all feels really familiar. Some of that conversation feels like it's about things I once knew, but then forgot. Maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Maybe our memories somehow got tangled up together. Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay? Like calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Saridra. That's what's recorded in history, and the period we'll be heading to. We'll need to find Law and stop Lygus. So, we've at least got a solid direction, right?
I'm very fascinated in what the hell is going to happen with March, because,
Give me
like,
a little bit of time before we go. I want to pack some stuff. There's so much more I need to take care of in this form, and I'm still getting used to it.
she can't fly.
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists in the outside world.
You think they panicked?
This is important, and that's also important. It's not gonna fit into my bag.
Finon's girlfriend? That man is gay. He has a boyfriend, so he can't be bi? You can't have both?
I'll be done in a sec.
Okay, we'll leave you alone. Damn. Finon has a boyfriend? Yeah, mighty. There's a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Anything cool up here? Yes. Ah! I don't care, Zagreus. I'm leaving. I don't care enough. He gave up on all women after losing Cyrene, and then he got her back, so it's okay. Anyway, give me this. My goat? Nah. Nah. He was cool in the story, but I just... Nah. Nah, after them puzzles, dog. Can't control the floor. And you can bypass the final protocol, modify the core flame with ball bearing, and reverse Era Nova. Let us grab the thing.
Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have one last look at Ides Elysiae?
Have a look at the scenery, shall we?
This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 million cycles and 30 million failures, his burden is now in my hands. He said I will take over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a completely new path? Destiny must have brought me here for a purpose. This isn't a coincidence, but an eventuality created after 30 million quantitative changes. There's nothing to fear. I'm destined to play the most important role in this fight.
We're kind of a toonie, huh?
I've already beaten another Lord Ravager after all.
Thinking hard over there? I
You're so
finished
small.
packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end. See? There's a journal, a quill pen, and the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. Holding it calms me down for some reason. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be fighting them in some way. This will be Amphoreus' final flame chase journey. But it won't be the end of us. It'll be the beginning. Friend, are you ready to become a hero?
Stand by me.
That does sound very nice. Why don't we take everyone with us? I believe in you, friend. We'll never be alone, no matter what awaits us. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth
They're not
being
much,
remembered.
I think.
It seems you two are prepared to head out.
Go home, bro.
You should indeed treasure the view before you, for you do not have much time left to enjoy such solitary delights. My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. Before I express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence.
No.
So I may demonstrate the full scope of my hospitality.
You're not gonna tip, bro. Get out of here. What the hell, boy?
Is this place?
Miriam's German name is actually Mimi. To be fair, I mean, they call her Mimi more than Miriam, I think, in the English games more than anything. Because well, I guess. But Mimi is like, does she have a nickname in German? Or is it just straight up Mimi? And then nothing to shorten. Whenever Lygus talks, it feels like he's about to... Yo! Alright. I'm not repeating that, but that is funny, though. It feels like something, alright. It's like, brother, would you relax? Why do you sound like that? That's really funny. That's actually hilarious. Try Mimi, so she doesn't have any nicknames. That's interesting. Ah! Cassie, what's this?
Reunite in the new world.
Oh, so that's who she was then, huh? Which means
farewell to one,
Ruby is
and that person alone
Schema.
witnessed the miracle.
what?
The light of the Dawn device never fades. Kepali's protection has no end.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Let me in. When the Persona 4 even is this, by the way? Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba 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 da. Hubris. Da da da.
Outlier. Executing command. accord.
Oh, did that startle you? This is the intersection between Amphoreus and the real universe. The audience seat where I observe this experiment. You can also call this location the Exomyth. What you see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends. Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphoreus is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget a different and far more truthful type of universe. The moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment, the universe turned into a silent equation flowing under the pen of these relentless decoders. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written by free will.
Yeah, literally. Like, just stop yapping, bro. Get it.
Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have
A bit late for that,
no
innit?
intention of being your enemy. I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the Scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within it. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide of this cycle, it's a matter of time before his will crumbles to dust. Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans, your resistance, or the schemes of the two geniuses. It is an irrefutable fact, just like the instance in Noos's calculations. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety of all nameless and ensure you return.
Yeah, what the hell are we supposed to explore, you waste man? Supposed to move forward into nothingness?
They've always been the product of the experiment, so naturally.
Yeah, so we don't have anything we could agree on then.
When the experiment ends. That outcome was predetermined long ago, so I will not embellish such a regrettable conclusion. You are indeed worried about your safety and that of your companions. Rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. You harbor the seed of destruction within you, but you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us. For there are few in this world who are truly capable of such a feat, and I happen to be one of them.
Okay. Yeah. so you know how to use the Stellaron? Yeah, he talks mad slow, Percy. I agree.
This matter is of grave importance, so please do not make your decision.
Like, I'd already read the...
After all, the choice before you bears a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unparalleled existence.
There's a 1 in 3 chance, so whatever you know how to do is even successful. I, the galactic baseballer, should rule over everything.
Not exactly the same as unparalleled. That being said,
Why does this sound like Colby City or something, bro? Like, why is someone's life support going off in the back? You got a bounce? No worries, GH. We'll see you later, man. Nikki, welcome, welcome. The generational short is making me crack up for some reason. Generational short. Megan's a generational short. Don't tell her I said that. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. I'll check it out after stream real quick.
I now see the full scope of the determination in your words.
Good stretch.
You may now continue your travels.
Right here, right now. Bang.
It seems you haven't realized
It's not even real.
something about
It
this
was only just a
place.
dream.
The exomyth is the erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me in any way in this place, and vice versa. As negotiations have broken down, there's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Let's return to the theater called Amphoreus, where you will meet me once again. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. Your presence has inscribed a new footnote in the exomyth. As for its purpose, allow me to reveal it to you in detail the next time we meet.
"100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls in scarlet. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept silent to the pleas of the people. Until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of blood. Dawncloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commanders stood atop the broken idols and roared,
"Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants, and not to dead or dying gods. Those rebels
forgot who the hell this
twisted
is.
the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts."
Is this someone we'll see? I don't know. Like, the color scheme looks familiar. This is Furina. Hold on, because it looks so much like Furina, isn't this a homegirl who was I don't remember what her name is, dude. But I think the last thing I saw out of Amphoreus when we checked out the trailers was her trailer. I'm guessing it's her. I was walking up to my apartment when you said generational short, and I need you to know that I was shaking my head. Nikki's the one that said generational short. I just said it sounds like Megan.
a Chrysos heir she stood. Divine blood
Okay, I think it is who I
soaked
think
into
it
the
is.
earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine shall overturn it!
I'm not that short. You're also a generational short. Actually, now we're talking about it. You are shorter than Megan, so you might also be a generational short.
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed in the direction she pointed.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize the reins of fate. Drive the enemy from Kevali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win peace. Let history sing your deeds.
The first
Oh,
to dance was
yeah.
following closely
Okay.
behind, weaving through the carnage.
Is it Hyacinthe her name was? Because we see her here too.
The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life, vanished into nothing.
Onward!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about them, as we didn't really get the opportunity to in 3.4. Like, they showed up.
And cowardly, announce to this stagnant age.
We are the rising tide!
History remembers
they showed the
this
ocean.
as the first siege of
Titan.
Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by fire. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Saritra.
There we go. Good?
Friend, are you listening?
Even Trailblazer was like, yeah, you yapping, bro. I'm asleep.
Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are, dozing off. Wake up! Otherwise, I'll have to...
You gonna punch me?
Awake at last. I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then.
What the hell is wake? I don't like the sound of that.
Fine, as you say, just meditating. We've arrived.
She's a generational short
familiar
too.
Place, the Temple of the Three Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's fall, and also the end of the first Flame Chase journey. Indeed, the first Flame Chase ended with the trial of Law.
Yeah,
Unless
Sarah Joe,
the
that makes so much
demigod
sense. It really is just
trust
Farina again,
before
huh?
The core flame is restored.
Like that makes so much sense. They definitely got BXPs. Law, Farina, the trial, like
It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama first. We can learn more from the crowds there.
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome here. Get out!
damn.
Hold your tongue. Conspiring with Kremnos and plotting rebellion are crimes punishable by death.
There are multiple voices, and things seem tense. Let's not get caught up in any trouble. Why don't we find a place to hide and observe from the shadows?
We have 1 hour left. Damn. What do we have? Up until today, it was a we have 3.5 left or something. It was the last 3 was like 2 hours and a bit, basically. I don't know how much we're gonna get. Okay, that was quicker than I thought. Maybe if we add another like 2 hours for the month, if you're cool with that, because I don't know how much the Friday shorts are gonna take then. I was thinking I thought we'd have more, so I was thinking of maybe doing some Honkai Star ones, but maybe we can save that into next month, next week. Probably makes sense. Oh. But yeah, that makes sense. All right, I will be pausing and saving right here.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers.
Whoa!
Can we stay here for a while?
So I get to yap with her here when I exit? That's actually kind of cute. I like that. Let me double check. No, I trust it. How do I go 1? That in that folder right there. Put it in 3.5. I am busting. Okay, yeah. No, don't worry. I trusted it anyway. I was just surprised. Let me find who to raid. It's gonna be in the stream. My bladder is full. Might go to the gym and then hop in Discord in a little bit. I think we'll probably pick up more of this tomorrow and then also do what did I want to do? What did I want to do? Valorant. I need to react to Valorant before the week is out, and I decided I'll do that later. We're gonna go read Felix. I feel like I don't really get to raid Felix much. Thank you guys for hanging. You ever raided Felix before? I